Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to JWF Monday Night War. I am your host with the most, Silver Spoon, joined as always with the head of the Itty Bitty Tibby Committee. It's Captain Ted.
That's me, Silves. I'm the only reason we're here tonight. I don't know if it's itty bitty, though. Don't talk about my tibbies like that.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, because it is time for the second annual Tibby Awards, the one night a year where we celebrate what one hell of a 2019 we've had, Tibbs. I mean, come on. For the first year ever, we took ourselves outside of Birmingham, Alabama. We performed in Vegas, in Daytona Beach, Florida. We traveled the world. The JWF, it went international this year.
But those are that's the same country, isn't it?
International travel from the JWF. And Tibbs, let me tell you something. We have seen a lot of men in that back. A lot of men who have seemed like jobbers, many people would consider them on the internet forums, rise above and become something new. We've had some amazing superstars rise up to the occasion this year. What do you think?
You know, Sills, I couldn't be more proud of some of the boys in the back. All of our superstars have really brought it this year, and I think that's the reason we have this tonight, so we can show the cream of the crop, and so we can give some of those boys back there what they deserve.
That's right, and that is why our first award tonight is the Most Improved Superstar in 2019, and the man to announce it is the man who, let's be honest, all those superstars aspire to be. This man aspire to be the JWF champion. He is the God of Law, God of the Sea, and God of the JWF. Let's cut down to Momoa Curry, who is, of course, announcing the Most Improved Superstar of 2019.
If there's one thing I've learned this year, it's that there is a hell of a lot more talent in that locker room than ever before. We've seen men grow into champions, grow into legends, and show they've got more balls than we ever thought. We saw a hammer man nearly topple a god. We saw the son of this company prove that he's not just here because of his father, and we saw a dynasty form this year. Which is why I would like to announce the nominees for this year's Most Improved Wrestler. And the nominees are the VWO, Chuck Tibbs, and Victor of the Ascension. And the winner is a man who I have shared the battlefield with all year, a man who I now have the privilege of calling my friend. And that man is Chuck Tibbs.
Oh my God, Tibbs, it's your boy, Chuck, your son. And let me tell you something, he has had a resurgence this year. And let me tell you something, if anybody deserves this award, it'd be Chuck.
Listen, Sills, for the moment that we took the stage at WrestlePalooza to just a few weeks ago at Los Trios Tangos, I knew that my son was in it to win it, that he was going to be the best of the best. He's come such a long way, and I'm so proud of him, damn it, yes!
That's all right, so let's go down to Chuck and hear the winner give his victory speech.
Oh my God, I just can't believe it. Last year, I felt snubbed and embarrassed at the end of the Tibby Awards because, none of those trophies came my way. And I was just a failure at the end of last year. But I think, as you all know, failure isn't a stranger to Chuck Tibbs. So I did what I had to do in order to become the man you see before you here today, to become a Tibby Award winner. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to just be the most improved next year. I want to be Wrestler of the Year, and that is why
Oh my God, Tibbs! Tibbs is Felix
What?
Ball, the Wrecking Ball, the man who just a few short nights ago at JWF Barcade stole the captain's title from the Hammerman in a vicious submission match, and now he is just assaulting your son Chuck Tibbs in the center of the ring. Tibbs, this is horrifying.
Ball's taking it too far this time. This was his moment of triumph. This was my son's crowning achievement, damn it.
That's right, Chuck gone on his hands and knees, just trying to make his way back to his feet, but oh my God! Just stomping on the hands of Chuck Tibbs is Felix Ball, and now, oh my God, Tibbs Ball, Bally's got the Tibby Award, and oh my God, just breaking it over his knee. Felix Ball destroying the one thing that Chuck Tibbs had to show for this year and tossing the broken pieces of Chuck's award at his feet. And Felix is laughing, Tibbs, this diabolical bastard. What's going on?
Let me tell you something, Ball. I'm gonna talk right to you right now. If you think that this is going to try to ruin my life, you got another thing coming for me. Because you know what? You not only pissed me off, you not only pissed the bear off, you pissed off the most improved wrestler in this company. And I don't have to come for you anymore, Ball, because Chuck is gonna be right on your back.
That's all right, Tibbs. Strong words there. And let me tell you something, given how I've seen Chuck this year, I got a feeling that there is a receipt coming to Felix Ball. But I mean, the legacy, the rivalry that you've had with Felix Ball, it's lasted all year, going back to an amazing match you guys had, teaming with your son Chuck for the first time in history, I think, to take on the team of the Canadian crew, Felix Ball and the Lumberjack back at WrestlePalooza. And Tibbs, let me tell you something, that was one hell of a match.
Honestly, Sills, a crowning achievement. One of the biggest jewels in my belt of victories.
That's all right, Tibbs, but for now, it may have been a great match, but it was unfortunately not match of the year, which I actually am going to be the one announcing it. So if you don't mind, let me just get adjusted and get into the ring right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after that horrifying attack at the hands of Felix Ball, we now move on to one of the most prestigious awards you can win in this company. As much as any superstar comes out and pretends they don't care about the JWF universe, they do care about putting on the performance of a lifetime and praying that they can have the match of the year. But not everybody can do it. No matter how hard they try, there can only be one. Which is why I'd like now to announce the nominees for Match of the Year. Momoa Curry versus the Leviathan at Heck in a Sec. Sam Adams versus Spider Lockhart at Summerfest. And this year's Cash in the Bag match from the same pay-per-view. And the winner is Sam Adams versus Spider Lockhart.
Well, would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? Sam Adams and Spider Lockhart, the end of a generation, end of an era, the end of a great rivalry between Sam Adams, the student, and Spider Lockhart, the master. And also, the moment where Spider and I finally decided to make up. This is a fantastic achievement.
All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sills. Thank you, JWF Universe. I gotta say, it's an honor to be presented this award by a fellow Southern boy like yourself, Silver Spoon. And let me tell you something, I gotta say, when I walked into Summerfest that day, I knew I was gonna be in for the fight of my life. I mean, I'd known Spider for years, and he told me that if someone wanted to take him out of this business, if someone wanted to retire him, you'd have to kill him. And I damn near did that in the main event of Summerfest. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Spider. I mean, I just wasn't sure what was going to keep you down at the end of it all. Well, Sam, let me tell you something, brother. In this business, I think it's important to know when to hold 'em and know when to fold 'em. And I knew the only way I could ever fold my hand and walk away is if I knew somebody in this company was a bad enough son of a bitch to take my spot. And that night you showed me that you could take that spot and run with it. And we made history that night, brother, because we stand here today as the proud Tibby holders for Match of the Year. But you know something? Let me tell you something right now, Sam. We might have this award. We may have made history, but I got a feeling that Sam Adams and his tag team partner, Houston Longhorn, the wild-eyed Southern boys, I don't think you're done making history, are you? Yeah, that's right, Spider, because as good as the year as I had in 2019, I'm gonna blow it all out of the water when 2020 comes around, because the beer man is coming to get what his, and it's gonna happen sooner than you think. Well, Tibbs, a lot of Southern accents they're getting thrown around. I feel a little bit overshadowed here, I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know, Sills, it's strange that all the Southern boys seem to flock together sometimes, huh?
That's right, Tibbs, but I mean, who knows? Like they were saying, Sam Adams, he definitely built up a lot of momentum near the end of this year. I mean, he was in the finals of the King of the Steel City tournament. He defeated Spider Lockhart in that amazing retirement match, formed the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys with the former JXT champion and the former Houston Longhorn. And let me tell you something, I don't think that's any dilly-dally. I think these men may make history. What do you think?
You know, Sil, I may not have agreed with everything these wild-eyed Southern boys have been doing, but I think that given the banner year they've had, especially Sam the Beer Man, I think that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
That's right, and perhaps in 2020 they could win this next award. The award for Tag Team of the Year. And Tibbs, let me tell you something, tag team wrestling, it has had a resurgence this year. We've had the return of the VWO. We've had the BS continue their dominance. I mean, there have been some amazing tag team matches, and I cannot wait to see who gets the nod.
Tag team.
And that's why I'm going to turn things back over to actually Spider Lockhart himself. He's still in our ring, and he is going to announce the nominees for Tag Team of the Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, in my time, I've seen a hell of a lot of tag teams come, and I've seen a lot of teams go, brother. I've seen men go stronger in teams, and I've seen them grow weaker. That's the beauty of a tag team, is that it can either shore up your weaknesses or expose them for the JWF universe to see. And a good tag team does just that. One brother fills in for the weaknesses and gaps that the other partner has. And this year, we've seen a lot of men do just that. Which is why I'd like to announce the nominees for 2019's Tag Team of the Year. The Dynasty, the Canadian Crew, and the VWO. And it should be no surprise to anybody that the winner of this year's Tibby Award for Tag Team of the Year is a team of an island boy and a vape master general. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Tag Team of the Year is your JWF Tag Team Champions themselves, the VWO. Oh my God, Tim's amazing. We talked about it before. They've always been here this entire year. The VWO, the beginning of the year, had a rocky start. I mean, they seemed separated. In fact, at WrestlePalooza, it was billed as the death of the VWO when all three of those men faced off in a triple threat. But I gotta say, they have had a rebirth, and it has become amazing.
It's been a sight to see, Sills. A complete 180 on personality, goals, and objectives. They came back together as a team, and they've been demolishing ever since, and I think that went a long way into them winning this award.
That's right, Tibbs, and here they come. The tag team champions themselves, Griffin Clouds, his brother Justin, the belts around their waist, and oh my God! Tibbs, what the hell? Spider Lockhart just leveled the VWO he just clotheslined Griffin and Justin. They were getting ready to accept their award, and now they're just being leveled by Spider Lockhart.
What? Damn you, Lockhart! After everything I did, after everything we did, we made up, you bastard!
I got no idea what in the world Spider Lockhart could be thinking right now, but... Oh, wait a minute, Tibbs. Tibbs, wait just a damn second. That's the music of the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys. Sam Adams, Houston Longhorn, they just said they were going to start making history, and it looks like they're starting tonight. Coming out to the ring, and now just both of them watching as Spider picking up Griffin almost like a sacrifice, holding him by the neck and then picking him up over his head and slamming him to the earth and then splashing him. That Spider splash. What the hell's going on?
It's just utterly gruesome, Sills. I can't believe. Why does this keep happening?
That's right. Meanwhile, the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys, Sam and Houston, sliding into the ring, holding on to the Island Boy, Justin Clouds, just beating him down in the center of the ring. And now Sam Adams picking up Justin, calling for it. And oh my God, the sobriety test, that massive stunner. But before Justin can go down, Houston grabs him, cattle drive, a neck breaker, absolutely leveling him. And ladies and gentlemen at home, it looks like the VWO, our tag team champions, just have been demolished at the hands of the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys, who have made a mockery of this award ceremony, Tibbs.
So I would like to say that I'm not surprised in the least anymore. This does keep happening a lot, and the fact that Spider did just align himself with the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys, I'm just extremely disappointed and angry.
That's right. I mean, Spider Lockhart, a man who said he was stepping away from the business just at Summerfest, coming back and aligning himself with the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys. I mean, this is a dangerous alliance if I've ever seen it, Tibbs.
100% Sills. With the sheer mind of the business of Spider Lockhart behind the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys, they're going to be more focused than ever.
That's right, and this is an absolutely shocking moment here at the Tibby Awards, but it is not the most shocking moment of the year. We have had some amazing moments happen this year. We've had we've seen resurrections, we've seen exorcisms. The JWF has had some absolutely holy shit moments this year, Tibbs.
100%. The JWF is made for holy shit moments. The moments where you just scream holy shit in the middle of your living room, and then you have to explain it to your kids afterwards.
That's right, Tibbs, and the man coming out to present the holy shit moment of the year is in fact the man who won that very same award last year, the man known as the leader of the Dynasties, Scotty Moore. And Tibbs, I gotta say, Scotty does not seem happy to be presenting tonight.
You know, Sills, if you go from winning it to presenting it, it's a little bit of the shot to the ego.
Well, let's hear what he's got to say.
Okay, look, let's just face facts here. I should be standing here holding the Tibby for match of the year. I should be holding the Tibby for tag team of the year. Hell, even most improved. I should be sweeping this thing tonight, and I'm not. And why is that? Oh yeah, everyone, it's a big question. Why? I wonder why. Because we all know why. We know how much Captain Tibbs loves his favorites. And he loves having superstars believe that they need the JWF to become big. They need this corporation behind them. But you see, with me, with the Dynasty, we don't need the JWF to get big. The JWF needs us to get big. The formation of one of the most dominant groups in JWF history should be what's nominated here as the holy shit moment of the year. The most surprising development in JWF history, not just 2019, but it's not. Because Tibbs instead, he decided to choose a few lesser moments. And those nominees are The Resurrection of the Leviathan by La Flambeau, Chuck Taylor
having the audacity to come to the JWF to just try and defeat our tag partner, the Dylan, or the return of the Hammerman at WrestlePalooza. Big whoop. And the winner is the return of the Hammerman. Yay, fucking Hammerman, big deal. What the Tim's
Yeah! Yeah, baby! Give me that hammer! Hammerman wins! Hammerman wins everything! Yes!
That's right. I had a feeling you were going to be a lot more excited than Scotty Moore was at this development. But oh my God! Scotty trying to follow the lead of Spider Lockhart, attempting to attack the Hammerman, but the masked man ducks the clothesline and levels Scotty with a big hammer boot, and Scotty just having to powder to the outside, Tibbs, because Hammerman does not look happy.
Oh, I love it. It was about time someone got some comeuppance here at this damn award show.
All right, well, let's hear what Hammerman's got to say.
Really, Scotty? You think right now is the time to mess with me? After seeing my family laid out in this very ring just a few minutes ago, no. This is not the time to fuck with the Hammerman. But I'll tell you what time it is. It's WrestlePalooza season. It's time to get on the road to the biggest event of the year, and it all starts with the Regal Rumble. You see, at WrestlePalooza this year, the Hammerman returned to the JWF, shocking the world and causing you to scream, "Holy shit!" when I defeated my brothers and became #1 contender to the JWF Championship. But this year, I want to make you scream that even louder. I want you on the edge of your seats, biting your nails and watching the greatest match of all time. Because after I became #1 contender, I went on to fight Momoa Curry, and I came just this close. This close from sending my boot through his skull and winning the JWF Championship. And Momoa, it was a good time. Why don't we do it again? Which is why I'd like to formally put my name as an entrant into this year's Regal Rumble match. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing Momoa Curry did last year, fight my way to the end and become the #1 contender. And after that, I'm gonna go on and give Momoa Curry the fight of his life and take away that title that's been around his waist for far too long. Because at the Regal Rumble, the last man standing is going to be the Hammerman.
What, Tibbs? Strong words there from the Hammerman. And let's not forget, he was right last year, Momoa Curry. Once he came out and accepted his award for Match of the Year, he said he was going to go into the Rumble and win it, and he did. He said he was going to beat Brunch Boy, and he did. I mean, Momoa has had a banner year, and it all started with calling his shot just like the Hammerman just did.
Oh, Sills, that was special. That was something special right there. I'm feeling faint. Get the smelling salt, Sills.
Tibbs, you can't. You literally cannot do this. Any other part of the night, you could do this, but right now, you can't. Because let me tell you something, the Hammerman, he has had himself a banner year. Men like the Dynasty, banner year, VWO, they've all been amazing this year. But they've all been fighting for one thing, one spot, and that is to become the superstar of the year. And Tibbs, I hope you've recovered from your little Hammerman hangover there, because you got
Woo! Yeah! I just got those smelling salts in.
Tibbs, I don't think that's not smelling salts, Tibbs.
Uh-oh. I better hurry and do this then.
All right, well, Tibbs is heading to the ring right now to announce our nominees for Superstar of the Year.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the JWF, we have made it to the end of the show. Which means there's only one more logical thing that we need to do before I send you all packing. And that is we need to figure out who this year's Superstar of the Year is. Which of these men in the back display that intestinal fortitude and upper body strength that they require to dominate the JWF day in and day out? The men that constantly put on the best display of power, agility, to come out dominant every single time. And that man truly deserves to be put in the record books as Superstar of the Year. And your nominees are Chuck Tibbs, Scotty Moore, Momoa Curry, the Hammerman, and Sam Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, let me open up this little envelope here. And your winner is... unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say that your winner just isn't a man. Your winner is more than that. Because your winner is a god. The god of the sea, the god of law, and the god of the entire JWF. Your JWF champion, Momoa Curry.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Superstar of the Year, Momoa Curry. And let me tell you something. I gotta say, this is probably what everybody at home expected. I mean, Momoa Curry, he has had an absolutely banner year, putting on amazing matches against his brother, the Leviathan, the Hammerman, against Brunch Boy Baron, fighting his damnedest to win the Regal Rumble this year. I mean, if anybody can have a perfect year in pro wrestling, I think Momoa Curry's done it this year. And he is coming out to the podium right now, dressed to the nines. And I think he has got a lot to say for accepting this award. Let's have a listen.
Thank you, Tibbs. You see, last year I stood at this very podium and I did something it's kind of become infamous in JWF history. I called my shot. I said that I was going to walk into the Regal Rumble and I was going to walk out victorious. And I did it. I said that I was going to beat that brunch boy in the main event of WrestlePalooza, and I did it. And I said I was going to become the most unstoppable superstar this year, and I damn well did it. You see, all I've done this entire year is just believe in myself. I could have doubted myself when the Leviathan turns, doubted myself when I defend my title against 3, 4, even 6 other men, but doubt never crept into my mind. The thought of losing this title around my waist never crept into my mind because I am exactly who the hell I say I am. I am Momoa Curry, god of law, god of the sea, and the most dominant motherfucking champion in JWF history. And if anybody wants to dispute that, they can come
Tibbs, it's the music of Blake Tanner. We haven't seen him in a JWF ring for almost a month. I mean, the Dynasty, they sent him home a couple of weeks ago. They said his head wasn't in the right space, that he wasn't really prepped to be in a wrestling ring, but it looks like Blake Tanner's coming out, and Tibbs, he does not look stable.
He does not look well, Sills. That is... How did he get in here?
I don't know, but he is coming out to that ring, and he has got a microphone, and he is making a beeline for the champion. Let's hear what Blake's got to say.
No. All of this is utter bullshit. You're telling me that I went from being Superstar of the Year last year, 2018, Tag Team of the Year, a multiple-time Tibby Award winner to not even be nominated this year? What kind of horse shit is that? What are you pulling out there in the back? Despite what anybody, and my tag team partners included, want to say, I had one of the best runs of my career this year, and I get nothing for that, not even a casual mention? I became the first ever Triple Crown champion in the JWF. I held both the tag titles and the captain's title for how long? I did everything right. I did everything fucking right. And you don't even give me the time of day? Do I get rewarded for that? No. Do I get nominated for a single fucking award? No. Apparently, the JWF, just like my brothers in the Dynasty, want to try and sweep everything I did this year under the rug. They want to try to ignore me, that I was the longest reigning JWF champion in this modern era. Oh, I wouldn't even doubt if they tried to feed you a bunch of jobbers until you beat my record, Momoa Curry, just to hide the glory, the majesty that is Blake Tanner. I'm not gonna get on that option, though. I'm not.
Tibbs, looks like the Dynasty, the Dylan, Scotty Moore, they're rushing out of the back. They're trying to hold Blake back, but Blake Tanner is furious.
No, you get the fuck off me. Get off me. For once in my damn life, let me have a fucking moment for myself. A moment that I could look this fucking coward in the eyes and say, Momoa Curry, I want you in the ring at the Regal Rumble. And I want to see the look on your face, Tibbs. The face of the entire JWF universe when I rip that belt away from you and remind them exactly who the fuck I am.
Well, all you had to do was ask. So, what you're telling me is you want a match with the champ? You want to prove that you are Blake Tanner? You want to prove that you deserve this award in my hand? You got your shot, son!
Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Momoa, stop. Look, Blake, you're not thinking clearly, man. This is not the plan that we talked about. This was never part of the plan. I mean, the plan was always just oh my God, Tibbs! Scotty super kicking Momoa in the face, leveling the champion, and suddenly the entire Dynasty leading a massive beatdown on the god of the JWF. This is horrifying.
What? I thought they were trying to calm him down.
No, Tibbs, I think this whole thing was just trying to get one over on Momoa. They lured him into this false sense, and it looks like the Dynasty, it worked, as they are clearly getting the upper hand. Ooh, Dylan with a massive punt to the skull of the champion. And now the BS picking up Momoa, his body limp, broken, but ooh, the Dylan with a massive upper dicker, but Scotty follows it up with an SMG. Oh, and now Blake Tanner, that wild look still in his eyes, backing up for the Blake out, leveling the champion. The Dynasty have just absolutely destroyed the god of the JWF, Tibbs.
Oh my God, this is another beatdown right to our champion, our superstar of the year. This is unfathomable, unconscionable.
Oh, but wait a minute. Blake Tanner's not done. Blake Tanner's locked Momoa in it. He's got him in the Blake Panther submission, ripping against the neck of Momoa Curry. Tibbs, I think he's trying to decapitate the poor boy.
That's my friend in there. You let go of him, damn it.
You want this, Momoa? You really want this, buddy? Oh, because let me tell you something right now. If you want to fight Blake Tanner, if you want to take on the B at the Regal Rumble, you gotta remember one damn thing. If you fight one of us, you fight all of us. And we are an army. We are a vicious pack of dogs, and a god is nothing to a dynasty.
Tibbs, strong words there from Scotty Moore as Blake finally is forced to relinquish Momoa Curry from his grasp. This was a horrifying way to end the Tibbies this year.
So this award show has been a massive, utter failure. And I'm really gonna have to rethink how we do this in the future.
That's right, Tibbs, but it looks like we have got our first match made for the Regal Rumble. An absolutely amazing match as Blake Tanner, the man who has the longest reigning title holding the JWF Championship in the modern era, faces Momoa Curry, a man who, I'll be honest, is poised and ready to break that record. And it looks like Blake's trying to keep him off at the pass.
Well, of course, Sil, if your record was going to be broken, you'd try your damnedest to either break your record again or keep everybody from doing it. So I don't blame that, but he is utterly unleashed.
That's right, Tibbs, and I cannot wait to see what this new Unleashed Blake Tanner is like when he faces off against Momoa Curry at the Regal Rumble. But in addition to that, we've got our first entrant into the Regal Rumble match. And let me tell you something, Tibbs, it's a man who I think could go all the way to number 30. It is the Hammer Man. And Tibbs, remember, if he outlasts all those other men, he gets an instant spot in the main event of WrestlePalooza to face off against the JWF champion, whoever he may be at that time.
Sills, in this massive sea of disappointment that this whole award show has been, that is probably the greatest thing that has happened for a long time, and I'm really, really excited to see the Hammer Man go all the way.
That's right, Tibbs. It's going to be an absolutely amazing time at the Regal Rumble, but we still got a few weeks to go. We still got more matches to make, more things to see. And in order to see it all, you're going to have to tune in next time to JWF Monday Night War.